tried to send that one forward, but in the end sends it out for a Baggies throwing.
Yeah, and you can see early on, Sanchez has done it pretty well on this right-hand side. The ball has gone up to Lukas Jukovic, and you've got to trust him, whether it's coming into his chest, into his body where he can hold it up, or in the air, take a gamble.
A good ball through by Robinson, looking for Carlin Grant, but Maxim Collan followed him all the way there. He was alert, he was on his toes to stop Carlin Grant getting a shot at Sarkic's goal, but just like that one ball over the top, and it leads to a Baggies corner. That's something that Blues have got to be wary of, isn't it?
Yeah, starting to find them little pockets. Robinson especially has picked up some really good positions. So, Blues just need to get a foot on the ball now, make a couple passes of their own.
Here is now Gary Gardner driving forward through the middle. He might go it alone here. He does slide it to the left with Jonathan Leakai. Would love to score against his old side, remember. As the ball goes in by Bella, Jukovic was attacking it. It's a really good vital header. Matt Clark got his head in there, and had he not been there, Jukovic gets a chance on goal.
And as you say, he was just on his heels, and Albion ready to clear. But good passes from Blues.
Collan there gets a seal of approval from those Blues supporters that are inside the stadium, as he just managed to wriggle himself out of two West Brom players in front of him, really putting him under pressure. And Blues now starting to get a real foothold in possession, as they're looking a bit more comfortable now on the ball, as they've almost not been overwhelmed by the West Bromwich Albion press. Here is now Sanchez. He might go on his left foot here. Similar range to where he scored against Northampton last Saturday. He took aim as he got into the box, tries to catch David Budden-Cold at his near post, but he didn't really get a hold of the strike and goes out of play for a goal kick. But that's what even Sanchez can do.
Sarkic, and I think he's used the ball really well with his feet as well. He's distributed it good. So yeah, it's been a sort of a solid display so far from the Blues keeper.
Well, you'd have to say with Matthias Sarkic, he's probably a bit unlucky that he's only kept one clean sheet in the 3 games he's played for Blues, when of course that was on trial. It's hit by Carlin Grant, and that's a really good save by Sarkic. We were just speaking about moments before. Carlin Grant wanted to just try and catch the keeper out, but Sarkic was quickly able to move to his near post and push that away. But it will be Darnell Furlong who's going to take it. They've had a lot of different players take set pieces this afternoon, or corners. We've seen Mowat take a delivery, we've seen Carlin Grant have a corner, and now it's Darnell Furlong's turn. Let's hope that he can be successful with this delivery, and he delivers the ball in. Sarkic with the arm there, and it went all the way through to Robinson. In the end, he couldn't quite get enough conviction.
The Blues fans I know are excited to see him in action, and I'm sure he'll give a different dynamic as well to Blues, and possibly allow Lee Bowyer to switch the system up as well.
Here is now Carlin Grant with a lovely ball out to Darnell Furlong. Chance potentially here for West Brom. Does eventually get the cross in, and attacking it is Grady Diangana, and the Baggies have headed themselves into the lead.
From Harley Dean, but again, this is what Blues do. Once you break the press, gaps do appear for them.
Here is now Christian Pedersen. Can he swing a delivery? And he can. It's not a bad one. Looks for Jukovic to attack. David Budden gets up well, times his jump well, and gets it in his grasp. We didn't see Pedersen venture forward a lot, really. It wasn't much down his side, to be fair. It was a rare occasion we saw him go in the West Brom half, as Robertson now gives it to Carlin Grant. In he goes. Grant is denied by Matthias Sarkic. It's the first big save he's had to make this afternoon. Carlin Grant one-on-one with the Wolverhampton Wanderers loanee, but Sarkic stood firm and keeps it at 1-0. The furthest man back for West Brom, incidentally, is Dara O'Shea, so it's going to be a delivery which I think Alex Mowat is going to be around to take. It's delivered in. Sarkic comes out, misses it. Robinson shoots a goal. It's off the line by Woods, and then headed in by Matt Clark, and the Baggies have doubled their lead. Enjoyed as well the fact that 3 o'clock on a Saturday is very much well and truly back after sort of a long 17 months away. And of course, the first home game in all competitions will be Colchester United in the Carabao Cup in 10 days' time, but the first league game is in 2 weeks' time, as Michael O'Neill's Stoke City come to St Andrews. As Livermore now plays it to Robinson, he's in on goal, one-on-one, really good challenge by Mark Roberts. He got that spot on, and so much so that the referee, it will be Carlin Grant to take, and Matthias Sarkic keep this out. Grant scores! 3-0 now to West Bromwich Albion. Carlin Grant gets his name on the score sheet. three in the wall here as they're just making sure that they're in line and getting that right. I can see Townsend in there and being one of the three. Also in there as well, I believe, is Kyle Bartley, as well as Kenneth Zahor in there. So will it be Chong or will it be Gardner? It will be Gardner who takes it just a little bit too high as David Button comfortably sees that one over the crossbar. But when you get them right, they do, and they come off, they do look spectacular, don't they? Head that away as Tahit Chong goes over to take the throw. Here's Ryan Woods, the two summer signings linking up there, but Zahor has robbed him, and Woods then tries to have a swipe at him as Zahor brings it forward and takes it over to the left-hand side. Has he done enough to keep it in play? He has. It's a really good run in towards Ryan Tulloch, who's made it 4-0. Now it's with Carlin Grant as they've just taken the sting out of the attack here as Stephen Martin looks at his watch. As West Brom are just closing this game out now. Here is Shemi Ajayi. And the whistle does now go, so it's a disappointing end to pre-season for the Blues and Lee Bowyer, but for West Brom they will go into their season opener in 6 days' time with an unbeaten pre-season and keeping 4 clean sheets from 4 games.